guys, it's your girl Jhéani. Welcome back to my channel. So Demi Lovato released I think her first song. I think it's her first song off of her new album this year, question mark. I actually don't know what she's doing, so I shouldn't say that, but she released her first song of the year, I guess. And she performed at the Grammys. I think I saw like a 20-second clip of it and her crying and how she started over, and it was like really emotional, but I didn't watch the full performance, so I have never really heard the song. But I'm just gonna react to like the studio version of the song. But I do know it's about her, like supposedly she put this song out, or no, she didn't put this out. She recorded this song like 2 days before she overdosed and she almost died. So it's kind of like one of those like cry for help type songs. So I know it's gonna be sad, but apparently it's like really powerful. Okay. Oh wow, it's really sad, I can already tell. The way that came up. Yeah, she definitely sounded like she was crying when she recorded this.
I tried to talk to my piano. I tried to talk to my guitar. Talk to my imagination. Confided into alcohol. I tried and tried and tried some more. Told secrets till my voice was sore. Tired of empty conversation. 'Cause no one hears me anymore. 100 million stories and 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening.
I'm gonna cry.
I talk to shooting stars, but they always get it wrong. I feel stupid when I pray. So why am I praying anyway? If nobody's listening, anyone, please send me anyone.
Wow.
Lord, is there anyone? I need someone. Oh, anyone, please send me anyone. Lord, is there anyone? I need someone.
This is so sad. Oh my gosh, I'm like sobbing.
I used to crave the world's attention. I think I cried too many times. I just need some more affection. Anything to get me by. 100 million stories and 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening. I talk to shooting stars, but they always get it wrong. I feel stupid when I pray. Why the fuck am I praying anyway?
Oh.
If nobody's listening, anyone, please send me anyone. Lord, is there anyone? I need someone. Oh, anyone, please send me anyone. Oh Lord, is there anyone? I need someone. Oh, anyone. I need anyone. Oh, anyone.
Holy shit.
I need someone. 100 million stories and 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening.
Oh my gosh. That crushed me. Oh my god, my heart. It's so sad. Because like she really was like giving a cry for help. I mean, literally 2 days later she was in critical condition at the hospital. So I think that's like the part that's making me cry is the fact that like one, the song is so raw, you can tell this was probably done in like one or two takes. Like it's like her raw emotion, raw vocals, and the lyrics are so painful because you can tell she's just like in so much pain. And yeah, no one was doing anything clearly because literally she almost died. And the fact that, oh, that's like another thing that makes me so upset with this industry is the fact that people are literally like celebrities that are, you know, they have millions of dollars and they have all this fame and fortune and influence, like aren't seen as real people anymore. So when they're going through something, no one takes it seriously. And like I don't like even the people who were in the studio with her when she's writing this song, like aren't they alarmed? Like literally she's begging for help and no one, obviously people weren't involved enough in her life to know what was, you know what I mean? Like she literally almost died. Like that's so crazy. Like what if she had passed away and then people would go back and listen to the song and be like, oh, why didn't anyone do anything? Well, that's literally what she's talking about in the song. Like no one's doing anything. Like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, I'm really thankful that you're still here, Demi, for one. And two, the song is just, wow, it's really hard to listen to. I don't think I'm gonna ever listen to it again just because it's very, very painful and very dark and heart wrenching. But I'm glad that I'm sure this is probably like also kind of therapeutic, which I think is so beautiful, full circle, that she got to perform it at the Grammys after having recovered from everything. I mean, obviously she's still like in process and whatever, but that's really cool that she got to like share that on like being on the other side of that pain and stuff because wow, now I see why she was crying. Holy shit. That would be a lot to perform this song in front of not only the people in the room, but like millions of people watching. This is such vulnerable lyrics. Wow, that's really, I'm really impressed that she was even able to pull that off. But yeah, I think people need to start being more proactive. I think the whole cop out of society being like, if you're struggling, like, reach out and tell someone and, like, call this suicide hotline. It's like, yeah, that's true. But the reality is, like, we also have a responsibility to each other to, like, be intentional. And if somebody in your life who you already know is an addict and has issues and has, like, been public about that, you should be actively like you know what I mean, like taking steps to make sure that they're okay. And I don't know what the hell was going on with like her team, her management back then, because clearly no one, like I don't know, it's so weird. Like I don't understand how that even happens, because it seemed like her manager actually did care a lot about her. I watched her documentary that she put out about, and he was in it and he seemed like, so I don't know, it's very, very weird. And that's like the very like scary thing about um suffering with like mental health and addiction and things like that. It's like it's very isolating and you learn how to pretend on the outside like you're okay. So on a certain level, I'm not saying it's all their fault, but it's just like, yeah, it's just because I know this happens so much in the industry, especially even with Mac Miller. I personally know some people that were in the studio with Mac Miller the week he overdosed, and all of them, they were all working at the studio together. Like one of them I wrote a song with. Like I worked with her and she told me the story how they all called it that week. They were like, he's gonna overdose, but then they actually didn't have the balls to say it to him and like do something about it. They didn't want to tell him no or whatever. And it's just like, that's bullshit. We should not be caring about making people upset, hurting their feelings, or them not liking us or whatever, us losing opportunities. Like people's lives should matter more than just like the superficial shit. And again, like another situation that could have been prevented had someone stepped in. So I think this song is actually important in bringing that to light. Like people need to be more, like we all as a collective need to take more personal responsibility for the people in our lives. Like, no, we're not responsible for other people, but we are responsible to each other. We're responsible to other people. And like that comes with a level of accountability for like, how am I, you know what I mean? Like being in relationship to people who I know are struggling, or maybe even if I don't know if they're struggling, just asking questions rather than putting it all on them to be the one to have the courage to come and tell you. Because when you're already suffering to that degree, you feel so alone, so isolated, that you're probably not going to feel like you have the courage or the strength to then go and tell somebody. Like that's like, and even if you do, you probably are going to dumb it down, water it down. Trust me, I know, I've been there. and they're not going to be able to see the truth of like how much you're really struggling until it's too late. So wow, that was like really emotional. I was not expecting to be like all on this, like, I don't know, it was just on this topic, but that song, it's just very, very, very touching. So anyways, congrats to you, Demi. Like, we're so proud of you. You've overcome so much and you're still going, and like you're doing so well now, and I just like wish nothing but best for you, for your recovery and your journey moving forward, because I feel like you have a really important voice to just like, yeah, help people who are or who have been in these types of situations, and to show them that like you can get through it and overcome it. And yeah, I'm glad she has a new team now too. I mean, no shade to her old team, because I don't actually know all the circumstances. I don't want to be too judgmental or critical of them, because, you know, people are human and whatever, but I don't know. It's just like really crazy. Anyways, that's my reaction. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about this song, how you reacted to it, and what it meant to you. And yes, if you're struggling, please reach out to somebody. But also, if you're not struggling, please reach out to the people in your life and make sure that they're okay. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye. Mwah.